What's up, my folks? I hope everyone is doing good. Come on, let's go for a walk. It's our third walk of the day. Old turtle shell here. I call her Shy. She's full of fat. I'm trying to get that fat off of her. Before we get on with the video, I'm going to tell you guys a little trick. And I just lucked upon it when my partners was feeding it. And I realized what the quality of the feed was and what it was doing for the dogs. And I started using it myself. And I like it. It is it's a feed by Victor. It's called Nutra Pro. When you got a dog heavy like this, it's a good feed to feed. It only has, I can't remember, 16 or 18% fat, but it has a lot of protein. It's a good quality feed, and you can burn off that baby fat because it's not going to starve them. You know what I mean? You don't have to starve your dog down. You can. Now, I wouldn't feed it to them and leave them on the chain. You need to work with them. You know, like I said, this is our third walk today. I believe in a lot of short little intervals with dogs when you're trying to, break them like this. It's kind of like breaking a horse, But and also like when you're building a dog up, when you're first working one, short workouts are better than one long workout, I believe, throughout the day. Space them. You don't get them hot. It just seems to work better for me. I don't know how it works for you, but it's how I've always done it. But anyhow, you won't. It'll give them enough fat where they're not going to be starving to death, and they'll have energy, but they're not going to put on a lot of extra. You know what I'm saying? Try it if you need it. It's a good feed. But anyhow, so before we get on the video, I'm gonna comment on something, because this is something that happens about every 6 months. You always hear about, oh, Triple J's are racist, and I've heard all the stories, man. I've heard the story. I heard the one that Triple J won't sell no turtle buster dogs to black folks, which is fucking stupid and retarded. If you believe that, if you believe all the shit they're saying, you got to be an ignorant, stupid motherfucker. I'm sorry, but you do. And really, I think it's on the level of stupidity that you don't even need to be fucking with dogs. So I really don't care if you think it. I'm to that point. I don't even give a fuck. My folks know if you're that big of a fucking idiot, you're a moron. You probably don't need to fuck with dogs. You're too stupid, And one saying it, you got to think about this too. Those guys, I done told you. Oh, I'm a racist for trying to help you guys get into something that's legal and you can enjoy and have fun with your dogs with and not get in trouble. So I'm a racist. You know what I mean? That's how idiotic it sounds. There was one, this is how bad it's gotten. There was one guy, I'm gonna tell you, now this is something that's happened to me several fucking times too, dude. I've done got to the point now, I'm telling you, don't ask. Don't ask me, I'm not doing it, okay? But I had a call, this was a couple years ago when the shit started. Guy was calling me and texting me and emailing me regular, and got a little conversations going with him and kind of learned his song and dance, He couldn't afford a dog and the transporter too, you know how that goes. But he really needed a dog in his life and really wanted one. If I could just help him out and get him one, all this bullshit, a really good dog. I mean, he's tired of bullshit dog, So I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, dude. After 3 or 4 months of this, I'm like, I'll tell you what. I got a litter on the ground. You got 8 weeks. Get your transporter. You pay for the transport. I'll raise the fucking puppy for you. I'll feed it. I'll give it its worming. I'll give it shots. I'll make it a fine little product. And then you just pay for the transport and I'll give you the puppy. Oh man, that's great. I'm like, all right, we got 8 weeks. Dude, don't call me for like 3 weeks. Then he calls me, tell me, everything's still on. So I'm like, okay, good. The day I'm waiting on the motherfucker, supposed to be here. Now, this was in the wintertime. I was actually supposed to go on a big hunt. I didn't go. Now, I'm not making no money on this now. You all got to remember that. I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart, man. I mean, just doing it out of my heart. Don't know the dude. Never met him. You know what I mean? So I sit around and I wait. No call. No nothing. He's supposed to be here at 3. Don't hear from him. 4 or 5. So I call at 5. No answer. No nothing. Not a fuck you. Not a I'm not coming. Nothing. You know. So don't hear from him for 2 months. Okay. Didn't get a call that same old, you know, all the reasons why he couldn't make it. He's sorry. All this shit. Okay. So I give him a second chance. Same dude. Give him a shit. And it, like I say, this has happened 4 or 5 times. I'm like, all right, now, the next litter I have, I'm going to let you know. And you have your shit together and you get your transport. Because I'm not fucking with my transport and making him cut his throat to save you money. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get what he earns. You know what I mean? I'll cut my own throat and be generous and give you the dog. So you got to find your transport if you can't afford mine. No problem. I'll rent a car. So then, by then, it's hot. You know, it's summertime. It's like this time of year. My wife and my grandbabies want to go to the beach. We had them that weekend. I'm like, well, I can't go. I got to wait on this guy that I'm not getting no money from, that I've never met, just being kind to somebody, you know. And not only the first time, but the second time he stood me up. So I wait around. This was on a fucking Saturday. Supposed to be here in the morning time this time. They're already gone to the beach. 10:30 comes around, no show. 11, no show. And here's the kicker, is the night before he tells me he's on the way. I'm on the way. That's the only reason I stayed. No show, no show, no show. No call, no nothing. No answer to phone, no fuck you, no nothing. So when he calls me about a month later, of course I tell him to piss off. Piss off, man. You're wasting my fucking time. Well, now I'm a racist because he went around telling everybody, Triple J wouldn't let me get a dog because I'm black. Ain't nothing to do with the color, dude. It's your character. You're a fucking low rent piece of shit. And like I said, this is not the only time that's happened. This has been several times motherfuckers convinced me, play on my heartstrings, because I am a kind person, believe it or not. And I want everyone to do good. And I know how these dogs will change people's lives and can help them, you know. So if that's the case, I'm going to try to help you, you know, even if it fucks me over in my pocket. A lot of motherfuckers won't do nothing if you fuck them in the pocket. Now, you name one person that you know of that would have done the same shit that I've done for people. Name them. I want to see it in the fucking comments. So, you know, y'all pull all that shit, hear all the bullshit. Here you can't register. I won't let you register the dogs through ADBA, which that's, y'all know that's bullshit. I've told you 1,000 times. I go the most economical route, okay? I know how my dogs are bred. I'm not piling money in the papers that I already know how my dogs are bred. I register them with this registry because it's cheap, okay? But my dogs are triple registered. You can register them. No, you're going back. You ain't, she don't want to go back to the truck. You know what I'm saying? It's cheap. So I use them. I don't care if it takes them 6 months to get my paperwork. Most real dog men are that way, you know. But I understand some of you guys want to go into the ADBA shows and shit like that. Come on, we gonna go. You going up to that? We'll go around it. You can have another loot. But that's like a horse. Horse that don't want to go back to the barn does that shit. Or one that wants to go back goes back fast. Come on. But so you can register them how you want. But you're going to pay for the ADBA papers. You're going to fill out the paperwork. You're going to send me a thing. I'll sign it. You can pay with it with your credit card. It's no big deal. It takes you 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. You can actually send it in and they can call and check. You don't even got to send it to me. Patty will call me and I'll verify it. You know, it's not a hard situation, but, you know, you listen to these people, they're like, oh, man, this is bull, blah, 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 blah. Making a mountain out of a molehill. You know what I mean? And what better time to stir up shit with me when I'm trying to fucking stop y'all from getting in any trouble? I'm trying to give y'all options. You know, I've had a lot of people call me and we're trying to work out a thing, and we got a place that y'all can hunt in Alabama and Georgia. Now you got to pay the boys, It's not me. You're going to pay the boys. I'm not making no money on it. To take you in their boats, their trucks, their four-wheelers, and take you out and let you catch a hog and expose you to it and let you see if you like it or not. Now, if that's not a fucking good little investment, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? Go on and start catching hogs. Get you some pictures with it. Start putting in that sport, in that time. And I'm not trying to convert your religion. You know what I mean? You don't know how many people would go hunting with us now that never would have thought 2 years ago they'd be hunting. Now they come up here, they got to change their clothes. It's funny, you know, and I can't, it's funny because you live in a different environment than me. It don't make me a racist that, you know, just like if I come to your environment and it'd be funny to watch the whole process, you know, unfold. It's not that, it ain't got nothing to do with color. It's just teaching somebody. And, you know, because the guys come in, they think they know, have an idea what's going on. And when they really see it, they're like, hell, man, this is a lot more than I thought, you know. Like people saying, oh, Triple J don't test his dogs. Motherfucker, I don't know anybody in the sport that tests harder than I do. When I tell you I had a stud dog, I can assure you that motherfucker is tested. He's game. Now, I've had some, you know, there's this thing going around like gameness versus mouth. You shouldn't have to really, you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. Now, some bloodlines, strains, don't have all that real hard mouth and high ability, but they got durability and they're real deep game. It's kind of like my red stuff, okay? Kind of like my trouble dog and cherry and all that. When I hunt with them, I don't worry about them. I know it might be a longer hunt because they can't touch nerves like the other ones can. But they might have to hunt a little longer shit, but they still get the job done. You know what I mean? Still game old war horse dogs. Whereas my other stuff, kind of like this shit here. This is notoriously hard mouth, powerful power dogs. You know what I mean? Just power. You can see on my boot prints. We walk this motherfucker all the time. It's time to get my belly off. But you know, she's a powerhouse. She's not really fast. Not really I wouldn't say she's not stupid, but she's not. I've only hunted with her a couple times, but you know, she's got some qualities that can be improved. I got the medicine for her. I breed Rusty this bitch, I'll have perfect dogs. You know what I mean? And I'm not leaving the bloodline, just changing strains, you know, putting different strain with it. But the thing is, like my red shit, they have the qualities that these dogs don't. They have really, really super durability. They're deep water dogs, just like all my dogs. Any dog I let out, when I take the tailgate down and drop that dog box, I can assure you I know that dog is game. I don't have to worry about him. Okay? I already know, especially if I'm going on a big pay hunt. Now it's different when you hunt in public, laying around the house, you know, just hunting the public. I'll take just an old good game dog that I know will stay. I know he'll catch the hog, and I'll go test the waters. A lot of times you got to deal with total idiots, you know what I mean? They'll be doing stupid shit. But as long as you get the last laugh, it don't matter. As long as you're walking home and you're coming home, here, let's go. I don't need you fighting with that old bulldog over there. Come on. They let him out. That old boy's a U.S. Marshal too. We don't need to kill his dog. Come on. But you know, I might not take my best shit and risk somebody I don't know getting a hold of. You know what I mean? But I'll still go hunting and just ignore the bullshit. You know, go and catch my hogs. Usually when I hunt in public land, I need to eat. I need to meat. You know what I mean? So that's how I do that. But you know, you can come like on a pay hunt or whatever with my boys, and bring your good shit, you know, what you think's gonna work, and enjoy yourself. It ain't nothing to do with, you know, the problem with a lot of these guys is that's all they see is color. That's a bad way to be, man. You know, I was raised in a generation you didn't do that. We all hung out. We were locked out the house together. We got kicked the fuck out at 8 o'clock in the morning and didn't get allowed in until it was dark. You know, we loved each other because that might be where your cheese sandwich came from. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to, you know, there was none of that shit. You didn't look at each other like that, like they do now. It's just a different world to me, man. So when people say that shit, it's almost gotten where I don't even give a fuck anymore. You got to just be an idiot to buy the shit people are saying. No one wants to hear you tell the truth, you know. And just because I tell you know, it's not racist me telling you when somebody's doing stupid shit. I don't know what color the people are that are doing it. I mean, think about that. I mean, I've heard of some of the dumbest shit going on in these dogs. I've heard of people doing illegal shit, recording it, and then selling the fucking DVDs. That's a rat, dude. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? That is a fucking stitch, because I promise you that them fucking DVDs are going to end up in law enforcement's hands. And then everybody's on that DVD is going to have their head kicked in. Just telling you, y'all keep playing stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. It's not being racist telling y'all to fucking wake up and quit being a fucking dumbass. You know, it's not being racist trying to convince people to say, hey, come on to this side. Come on to the legal side of it. I'm not telling you to forget your roots. I ain't forgot my roots in these dogs. Come on. Everything I've learned has benefited me in these dogs that I learned from the pit game. Everything. From breeding my dogs now to healing them up. I've learned it all in the pit game. You know, and there's no difference. Like I try to tell you, you don't have to re-educate yourself. There's no difference in breeding good pit dogs as there is breeding good hog dogs. You got to have the same exact fucking qualities. The same qualities, man. So what's the deal? Why is that fucking racist? I mean, I just don't get it. Get some of you guys, man. But like I said, you know, you guys that are on that shit, you're too stupid to be on my team anyway. I don't give a fuck, man. Don't call me when you got puppies dehydrated. Don't call me when you got this going on. Don't call me when you got that going on. Piss off. Go call a vet. See what they do. They'll say, oh, we can't fix it. We got to put him down. That's their favorite thing to do with pit bulls. So that's where I stand on it, man. If y'all are on that shit, go on over there. See what you learn. See what they give you. see how that helps your ass out. Come on, girl. And then remember, this old white man, old Triple J, wasn't doing nothing but try to help you fuck out. But anyway, folks, y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. And y'all keep on bulldogging. Come on, fat girl, get up the hill. You're done.